environment we can all take pride in and enjoy. And now for the starting lineup. Kansas Wesleyan is led by
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tabor College campus. We're here in the Joel H. Stadium. My name is Alvin Gonzalez, and we're here with Josh.
Yes, Josh Jones. I'm sitting here with Albin. Just pumped for a beautiful soccer game here tonight. Underneath the stars, underneath the lights. Albin, what can you tell us about the Blue Jays so far this season?
Well, the Blue Jays have had a really good season. Unfortunately, they lost the last 3 games, but we're going to have a really interesting game tonight.
Yeah.
We hope they can bring a good show for us, and let's see what they got for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the Blue Jays started off hot. You know, they won what'd they win, 5 in a row or 6 in a row? Or was it 6 in a row?
Yeah, it was 6 games.
Okay, yeah, they started off hot, and then, yeah, a couple games they've lost some close, some good games. So tonight, you know, the matchup here against the Coyotes, it's going to be a good one. We're in for a treat.
Yes, like we have a good record for the Blue Jays. We got 5-4-1 and 3 games won and 3 games lost in the ACAC.
Yeah.
Which is not that good, but we can hope the best for them.
Yeah, and I mean, a night like tonight, you got the Coyotes coming here 6-0-3, haven't been beat yet, and you know, we're underneath the lights here at Blue Jay Stadium, and anything can happen here for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays are going to show up here in front of the home crowd, wearing the all whites out there, the all white kit. Got Benjamin Baiza in the neon out there, about to be the keeper for the Blue Jays tonight. Yeah, so the Coyotes and the Blue Jays, you being a soccer guy, like, how do you feel about the energy for tonight?
Well, as I said before, like, the Blue Jays lost the last 3 games, so
yeah.
I think tonight's going to be a good challenge for them to overcome this bad record they've been having for the last 3 games.
Yeah.
But I think they have really good players. They have energy. They've been training a lot. And I think the coach has done a really good job to prepare this game for tonight.
Yeah, Coach Hoffa, man, he's gotten these boys ready to roll. I mean, today on campus, just seeing some of those soccer guys, and I'm like, hey, do we got a game tonight? And they're like, yeah, we play K-Dub. You better come out and check it out. So I was like, hey, I'll definitely be doing that, and I'm going to see if I can get up on the mic too. And now I'm blessed to just be sitting here with old Albin.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for being here.
Of course, man.
Go, boys!
And here we go. Blue Jays here with a throw-in. 50-50 ball. K-Dub wins it, heads it out of bounds.
And number 29, David Montoya with the throw-in.
And David Montoya, is he sophomore this year?
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
Yeah.
He got here last fall.
Yes.
So this is his second year here, and he's had a great performance overall.
Yeah. Yeah, last year he got some starts, and then did he hurt his shoulder?
Yes,
Yeah.
he dislocated his shoulder, and he had a surgery.
Right.
But then, fortunately, he got back, and now he's playing in the field.
Yeah, that just shows his toughness, just being able to get back out here. Quick swing around for him, getting out here for the Blue Jays. And that ball at midfield here, one of the Bacchini brothers kicks it, through ball, working the sideline, back to Buccini. Buccini with some work goes back with the cross here. Blue Jays kick it down the sideline to number 5.
Dan Davies, he's got the ball in place with David Montoya. And they're trying to swing the ball and have possession, control the pace of the game, which is really important because when they get desperate, like, they don't find the holes or the gaps.
Yeah.
So they're trying to, play wide and trying to find a gap in the middle so they can get some through balls.
Right, I feel like that's the art of soccer, like just working that pace, working the possession of the ball, just so you can just see how their defense is working and how we can go make a play.
Yeah, and we've seen the Blue Jays doing this on the last games. So I would say they've improved a lot. I mean, I can tell you, I was here last season.
Yeah.
And the improvement has been really impressive.
Yeah.
Like Coach Hoffa has had really good ideas for the team, and now we can see on the field what they have done to be better.
Yeah. So now K-Dub here on the sideline by their own 10-yard line. Looking to throw it in pretty strong here. In the air to the Blue Jays, but K-Dub kicks it downfield. Cooper Taylor with the rip out of bounds right to Coach Hoffa. Coach Hoffa showcasing that he still has some touch over there.
That was a good touch. Of course, bro. He's from Brazil.
Yeah.
He's got it. And now the Blue Jays pressing, and Martin got the ball. That was a good tackle there, right there.
Yeah, good tackle by the Coyotes there to stop that momentum. But Blue Jays here pressing early. Showing some energy here, making the Coyotes definitely work.
Yeah, I think that's how it should be. Like, since the first minute, since the first whistle, they should go ahead, press, play forward. Like, they don't need to hesitate when it comes to go behind the ball.
Yeah.
And they need to win every 50-50 ball and do what they know.
Yeah. Yeah, and that big header by the Blue Jays to Buccini. Now across to Davis. Davis working back towards the middle of the field. Goes back to Buccini. K-Dub with their own pass to work up the field. Rips it down the sideline.
That's a good ball by David Montoya,
Yeah.
He's got a good defense right there.
Yeah, just the hustle, getting to the ball, but not actually touching it, so it goes out of bounds, and it's a Blue Jays ball. K-Dub working down. Good tackle there by Buccini.
Great defense, man. I gotta say he's a really good player.
Yeah.
On both offense and defense.
Yeah. He's everywhere. I mean, we just saw him down here on the Coyotes side, working a pass, trying to get, towards their keeper, and then all of a sudden we have they're on defense, and we just see Buccini down here with a great tackle to stop momentum. Now a K-Dub player down off of the David Montoya, the Pedro Buccini tackle. Hopefully he's okay.
He's fine. That's a captain, number 11, Seth Flores. Well, one of the captains, 'cause they have both. They have two.
Yeah. Well, and Seth Flores, too, from Salina, where K-Dub's actually at. So, hometown hero action there for the Coyotes. Coyotes going to win possession here with the throw-in. The officials are going to tell him that he needs to back up a few steps here. Good touch there by the Blue Jays. David Montoya working it back. Big rip here.
Good header for the defense. And the Blue Jays recover the ball. Paul plays wide with Davis. He's going to give a
Davis
cross.
with the
That's
cross.
a good ball.
Yeah, great ball there.
Good ball for Paul Fernandez.
With the cross. Almost the header in the goal. I mean, what an opportunity there. Here's another one. Ball's going to be ripped in the air. Header there by Kansas Wesleyan.
Dennis Chacon with the ball in the corner. Let's try to... Oh, that's a good ball.
Boom. Good rip there by Mole, but it's through the uprights.
He wanted to score a goal and score a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach G's going to see that and be like, wow.
Yeah, but that was the first alert. Next time it's going to the goal.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, Mole's another one of those players. I mean, he's a true sophomore, freshman last year. And I've seen him do some crazy things out here on the pitch. Just getting to the goal and making things happen for the Blue Jays. Here's Davis winning the ball in the air. Davis working down the sideline. Paul gets it from the Coyotes. Coyotes back with possession. Working the sideline.
That's out of bounds. Oh, the ref said keep playing. That's a good ball for Martinez.
Yeah.
For Marinakis.
So K-Dub just going to kick it out of bounds here. Good header there by Cooper Taylor. But somehow the Coyotes find a way to get it downfield. Taylor back to Beza. Big rip there by Ben. Straight
Good
to
touch.
Davis.
That was a great touch by Dan.
Good pass there by Kansas Wesleyan working downfield, but stopped by the Blue Jays there. And then Buccini rips it. Clear ball for the Blue Jays. Lets them breathe a little.
Now the Coyotes trying to build something here.
Number 10 for K-Dub, Noel Zimbeva from Harare, Zimbabwe. K-Dub working the Blue Jay side of the pitch. Number 7 going in here, trying to work his way, but then Cooper Taylor with the stick.
What a player, Cooper Taylor. He's a great defender.
Yeah, he's just so physical. You know, you see him around campus, you're like, this guy's got to be a tight end on the football team.
Yeah, he's a pretty big dude.
Yeah. Great person too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but after this season, he's gonna graduate, so he's not gonna play anymore.
Right.
But during his time here at Tabor, he's given his best. So we're thankful with Cooper. Great player, great person.
Yeah,
on and off the field.
Yeah. K-Dub here with the free kick. It's going to be ripped at the wall. Good block there by the Blue Jays. Kicks it in the air. Kansas Wesleyan with a rip at goal. Ben with a great save brings it in here. Big rip in the air here. 50-50 ball. Right to Pedro Buccini. Coyotes rip a through ball in the air. Beza. Good touch there. Smart thinking. Kicks it out to Cooper Taylor. Cooper Taylor goes across. Blue Jays working the sideline here with Montoya. Montoya whipping it back towards the middle. Goes to Cooper Taylor.
Cooper Taylor plays with Janice, and he makes a pass to the middle to Buccini. Oh, that was a bad touch. They recovered
Rip
the
there,
ball.
cross. And smart thinking there by the Blue Jays, letting it go out of bounds. So it's going to be Blue Jay ball here.
Let's see the replay there. Number 10 shot the ball, but it hit the wall.
Yeah.
And then in the rebound, Benja got a good save there. He's a great goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, he's now an important player in the team, in the roster. But last year, he did redshirt.
Yeah.
So it's a good improvement for him.
Heck yeah.
Like coming from not playing to play and be one of the most important pieces in the team. Paul with the ball.
You know, here's the rip. Going to stay in bounds. They're going to say it went out of bounds, actually. Speaking of Benjamin, I'm an RE here on campus, and, you know, fun fact about the guy, he's really good at ping pong.
Yeah, he is.
Don't tell him I said that, though.
I mean, you could say he's a goalkeeper. Of course, he's going to have good reflexes.
That's a good point there, Albin.
Good header from Mole.
Kansas Wesleyan finding a way to hold possession here. Blue Jays applying pressure. Working down the sideline here. Good move there by Kansas Wesleyan. Good stick there by 37. Quirin Hamir. They're gonna call did they call the foul there? Yeah, it seemed to be they called the foul on number 14 for Kansas Wesleyan, Alejandro Diaz Castro. So good defense there by Kansas Wesleyan.
Good header from Mole. And the Blue Jays recover the ball and try to swing it to the other side.
And so Mole, is he playing like a midfield this game?
Yeah, he's playing like a number 8.
Okay. And can you, so me not knowing everything about soccer, can you explain to me like what a number 8 means?
Well, basically it depends on the formation of the team.
Okay.
In this case, we're playing 4-1-3-2,
Okay.
and which this means is the first player in front of the defensive line.
Okay.
That's called the 6.
Okay.
And the other players like the next line are called the 8s.
Okay.
They're playing with a diamond shape.
Okay.
So the first player is going to be the 6.
Okay.
The other 2 number 8s, which are Mole and Richard Wigan,
Okay.
which is a graduate student from Germany. He's a great person. And number 10, who is Paul.
Okay. Gotcha.
So they're like midfielders, and they can both attack and defend, pretty much.
I gotcha. Yeah, speaking of Mole, good rip there to break up the possession there for the Coyotes.
Good defense by Richard. As for now, I would say the game is pretty even. Nobody's like the advantage, more possession. It's like they're trying to find a way to work.
Right.
But pretty much it's like 50-50 balls. Nobody's taking the lead. I mean, this has just started, so they're trying to, play, find the opposite.
Yeah.
Like the other team's weaknesses and the gaps.
Yeah, it's still early here for sure, and you're right. I feel like it's really even right now. There's not a team okay, it's 0-0, but they're definitely winning this momentum of the game. It's still pretty even here, but now Kansas Wesleyan going to find themselves here with a corner kick. A lot of traffic here in the box with Beza.
let's see if they use the technique. They're trying to get a lot of players in front of the goalkeeper to getting confused.
Yeah. There's the rip.
Wow, that was a shot. That was close.
Yeah, good left foot there.
Number 10, the junior out of Zimbabwe. He's not a really good players.
Yeah. So the Blue Jays looking here. Now here's that replay again. Just that rip. Big left foot. Tries to go at the top of the post. Or the crossbar. Sorry. And just above it. Blue Jays here going to be working their side of the field a little bit. Montoya here goes back to Besa.
Curing with the ball. Driving forward, making a long pass for Dan Davies. And he catches it. Oh, that's out of bounds. Or no, he keep on. Play on.
Yeah, good pressure there by Davis. Just hustling to try to find a way here. And you never know in soccer, like just some hustle like that, like an opportunity it can lead to. I mean, now the Blue Jays are throwing it in here, and it's an advantage here for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I mean, for all players, it's important to never let the ball die. You always have to give your best, especially since we have like unlimited subs.
Yeah.
So if you're tired, you can just go to the bench, take a break, and then go back in.
Yeah. And so the World Cup's coming up soon, right?
Yeah, it's next year.
Next year, okay. Who you got winning that one?
I don't have a prediction for that. I don't know. But there's certainly a lot of really strong teams.
Oh, yeah.
Like, every time European teams have a good performance.
Yeah.
Argentina won the last World Cup. Let's see if they can make it up and win again. I would say that's my favorite national team for now. And it's going to be Messi's last World Cup.
Oh, wow.
Then he's retiring.
Yeah. That ball's going to be struck, but too hard, so it's going to go out of bounds here. So it's going to be a goal kick here for the Blue Jays.
Pedro with the ball, playing to Janice. They switch the ball to David. David tried to find an option to play forward, but he couldn't find anyone and play with Curing.
Davis, good footwork there. Works it back to Montoya. Montoya back to Jaime. Blue Jays using the whole field here, trying to get some separation. Cooper Taylor with the rip. Good touch there by Janice. No, Martin, sorry.
Paul with the ball. He tried to make a through pass, but the defense caught it. Now it's going to be a throw-in for the Coyotes.
So Besa comes up with the ball there off of Cooper Taylor. Goes back to Cooper Taylor. Cooper Taylor whipping the sideline for the Blue Jays. Now big rip there, the far end of the field. Kate up with the header. Kansas Wesleyan here with an opportunity, but it's blocked there by Pedro Buccini.
Great defense right there.
And Blue Jays seem to feel like there was some contact there, a foul that was missed, but now nonetheless, Kansas Wesleyan here with a corner kick. lot of people in front of the goal again here. And Pull wins it. Good tackle there by the Yotes. Another one. And that ball's going to be kicked out of bounds. It's going to be Kansas Wesleyan ball.
That would be a good set piece play. Thankfully, Paul realized they would play in the back, and he caught the ball.
Yeah, really good read.
Cooper Taylor with the header, and they're trying to get the ball away.
Blue Jays working back down towards the Coyote side of the field. Yotes with a big pass here. Finds a way to win it.
Good defense by David Montoya, and he makes a pass to Paul, who tries to hold the ball and wait for the teammates to make the transition forward. They're still trying to be patient, and they swing the ball. Paul comes to the right side to ask for the ball.
Going to be kicked out of bounds. It's going to be off of the Blue Jays. Kansas Wesleyan with a big throw in here. Cooper Taylor with a huge header.
That's going to be a foul on Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes. I would say there's no a dominant team so far, but for the last few minutes, the Coyotes have been attacking more, or they've had more chances to play forward and get to the area. So as for now, the Blue Jays have only had one corner, and the Coyotes have had 3 corners.
Yeah. And the Coyotes got their keeper all the way past the 40 here, almost to midfield, here to kick their free kick. Big rip there. Going to be headed out by Cooper Taylor, so does a great job there disrupting the flow and that penalty kick there for the Coyotes.
We see there Enrique Buccini warming up. He's about to jump in. He's also a great player. Another recruited by Rafa from Brazil as well. I guess Brazilian guys have a special understanding between each other. And a really nice quality too.
Yeah. Yeah, Tabor's definitely blessed to have both of the Buccini brothers.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason for Brazil to have 5 World Cups.
Yeah.
They're really quality players.
Right. And just soccer's such a big sport there. I feel like everyone, here in America, soccer's huge here too, but, football's big here. I feel like Brazil, soccer's just such a massive and popular sport.
Yeah, soccer is for Brazil what football is here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to internet and look it up, if you go to a beach in Brazil, in Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, they all play soccer on the beach.
Right.
On the sand.
And good save there by Benjamin. Benjamin going to throw it out here to the Blue Jays. Pedro working towards the middle of the field here. A little hesitation move, gets it downfield. Kyle's going to intercept the pass.
Number 11 with the ball. That's a good sequence of passes right there on the left side. there's going to be a sub, as I mentioned before. Enrique Buccini is coming in for the Blue Jays. And number 30, Pierre Gueguen, the sophomore defender out of Germany.
Now the game for the Blue Jays, number 32, Enrique Puccini.
Yeah, number 20 comes out for the Blue Jays to get a rest. Martin Marinakis. And speaking of the Coyotes getting some corner kick action, here comes another one. Another crowded box here.
The referee should be really alert in this situation.
Yeah.
Because one push in the area, it's could be definitive for the game.
Yeah. And I mean, you just right on command. It looks like someone for the Coyotes did shove just a little bit, so it's going to be a goal kick here for the Blue Jays.
Curran with the switch for Cooper Taylor, and he drives forward, trying to find any player. The Coyotes recover the ball. Good press right there by Richard, and they recover the ball in a good position.
Mole getting a good touch on it there. Back to Montoya. Montoya with a good move to work it upfield. Mole with the touch, back to Pole.
Number 10 with the ball, and Mole recovers.
Buccini works it back to Cooper Taylor there. Cooper Taylor passes it to the outside. Kansas Wesleyan with the interception. Blue Jays working here for an opportunity here on offense. Davis down the sideline. Good move there to work towards the corner of the field. Good tackle there by Kansas Wesleyan. And now Jude Jones for the Blue Jays coming in for number 97 for the Blue Jays, Richard Wiegand.
And Judy's going to play forward. That's not surprising. That's his natural position, but for the last couple weeks, he's been playing as a center back during training sessions. I would say he's a quality player, and he's got a great shot. You should see it, bro.
Just super powerful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he can contribute better for the team
as
a striker than as a center back. So let's see. As we can see, Hoffa's got 2 subs already, and they're both for offensive players. So he's trying to get the team to attack more and have more possession on the opposite side of the field.
Mole with a good move, still working his way up there, but Kansas Wesleyan finds a way to get the ball from him. Short conversation by the official there to Mole.
Yeah, of course. He's trying to avoid physical contact, especially since last game one of the Blue Jays players had a yellow card. So they're trying to avoid these conflicts between the players.
And did they just call offsides there on the Coyotes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Montoya pass to Davis down the sideline. Keeper for the Yotes stepping up. Rips it downfield here. Big kick there by the Yotes keeper.
What a shot and what a save by
Yeah.
Benjamin. Good save right there from the goalkeeper from Chile.
Yeah, maybe we can get a replay of that real quick. Just Keita winning, rip the shot, and just that's probably on target there. And if Benjamin doesn't get a hand on it, it could have resulted in a goal. So here's the corner kick here for the Coyotes.
And that's going to be another corner.
Corner kicks are so big in a 0-0 game here. So not much time left here in the first half. That's going to be headed through the uprights. It's going to be out of bounds on the Coyotes. It's going to be goal kick here for the Blue Jays.
Yes, as you say, corners are really important for the teams, especially when they have like good set pieces and tall players, because they can certainly make a difference when it comes to winning games. Last season we had a lot of great set pieces plays, and we scored like 4 goals from corners.
I mean, each one's not an opportunity on goal, you know, so anything can happen in those moments. So the more you can have of those, the more opportunities you got. Seems to be a little contact there between two players down there. I think that was Janice. Buccini with the big kick downfield. And Paul's going to find a way to pass it to the sideline. That's going to be kicked out of bounds by Kansas Wesleyan. Oh, good. Sneaky pass there, but didn't fool the Kansas Wesleyan defender. So it's kicked out of bounds. It's going to be Blue Jay ball on the sideline here again.
Good flick from Enrique, and he gets across, but the defense is pretty alert. They get the ball away. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Blue Jays.
Charlie, good touch to Montoya. Montoya goes to Paul. Kansas Wesleyan does step up, though. And Charlie finds a way to get Cade up to kick it out of bounds. Quick pass in there to Paul. Paul going to kick it. It's going to be cleared away there by the Kansas Wesleyan defenders. Ball's going to be headed out there by the Coyotes. It's going to be Blue Jay ball. Montoya here. Set to throw it in here for the Blue Jays.
That's good defense right there. I have to say, so far the Coyotes have demonstrated they got a good defense. And that's going to be a foul on the Coyotes. And that could be a good opportunity for the Blue Jays to score before the halftime is over.
Yeah, just under 10 minutes here in the first half of play. So you think he goes for the rip here, or you think he goes for a pass?
I'd say, I don't know. If Paul shoots the ball, it's probably going to be a cross. If Enrique does, it's going to the goal. Let's see what's going to be.
It does go for the pass. It's going to find its way out of bounds. So it's going to be a goal kick here for the Coyotes.
And coming in for the Coyotes, number 8, Jose Manuel Lozada. This guy is from Maturin, Venezuela, my country.
Nice. Do you know him?
No, but I saw his name in the roster and I saw where he was from.
I got you.
And when I saw, he's from Venezuela,
Yeah.
I wanted to say hi to him, but he was on the bench. He's a midfielder and a sophomore, sorry.
Big throw in there by the Yotes. Blue Jays going to kick it back to their own keeper.
Good pass right there by Benja. Jude with the ball. And they win a corner.
Nice.
That's going to be the second corner for the Blue Jays. Let's see what they can get out of it.
Oh, good opportunity there. It's going to be headed out of bounds. I think they're by Cooper Taylor. Cooper Taylor down here for the Blue Jays. So watching the replay here. Looked like he tripped up a little bit on his own teammate.
And it's going to be another corner for the Blue Jays. But this time, Enrique Buchin is going to take it.
So is Enrique a natural, like, is he left-footed?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Oh, and
That was a good save.
yeah,
If he didn't touch it, that would be an Olympic goal, probably.
yeah. I feel like you don't see that often.
Well, last time I was playing, one of our players scored an Olympic goal.
Oh, wow.
I got to say, it was really windy. But
Yeah. Hey, it's still an Olympic
yeah,
goal.
anyways, the player who scored, he's a really quality player.
Yeah.
honor mentions for Cooper, Sebastian Cooper.
Okay, yeah. Blue Jays working it down here to Charlie Stammers. Charlie try to put a move on the Coyotes. Works it towards the line. Going to be crossed. Good cross there.
Nobody went to the ball. Pedro Buchini with the ball. Makes a pass wide to Janice. They couldn't control it.
Yeah, so 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Still 0-0.
Yeah, it's been a close game. They have had a few opportunities.
Big cross there from Kansas Wesleyan, but it's going to be kicked out of bounds. So looks like there's going to be another corner here with about 5.5 to play. No, going to be a goal kick. My apologies.
Oh, I thought it was a corner too. And that's going to be a throw in for the Blue Jays. Paul Fernandez trying to get the ball.
So Pedro working possession here, going to cross it back to his keeper. Blue Jays working down the near sideline. Going to be ripped in the air. Good pass there. Montoya finds a way to win it. Kansas Wesleyan with the interception. It's going to be booted downfield here. Good touch there, but it goes straight to the Blue Jays. Pedro Buttini midfield. Big rip towards the far sideline. Not going to be enough to get there. So it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Kansas Wesleyan ball here with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first half.
Coming in for the Coyotes, number 16, Kwatama Masakoi. That's hard to pronounce.
Yeah, that's a good job there. You were pointing at it, and I was like, please say it. Please say it, because I didn't think I was going to be able to say it right. And he is out of, let's see here, Pittsburgh, California, for senior forward. Ball's going to be ripped far out of bounds. And the guys chasing balls down there are very lucky that that hit the fence and stayed in.
Yeah. Charlie Stammers with the throw in. It's probably going to be a long throw in. He's really strong.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably going to be as good as a corner, maybe.
Yeah. Gets back out to Paul. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. Yeah, so the Blue Jays definitely, looking to get one here at the end, but if not, just definitely keeping it at least 0-0.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's been a tough game so far. They just need to go back to the locker room, rebuild the strategy, and, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep working hard for the second half.
So going to have a penalty kick here, a free kick here for the Blue Jays, just past the 30-yard line on the Coyote side here. So an opportunity here late in the first half for the Blue Jays. Big rip there, big left foot in the air. And it is going to go out of bounds, so it's going to be Coyote ball. Oh, good pass there. It's going to be well intercepted by the Blue Jays. Montoya with the touch to Mole. Mole finds a way to get it back to Montoya. Montoya with a good move on the Yotes. Good pass there by Pedro Buccini to Paul. Paul working down the field. Charlie's working there, but they're going to pass midfield to Jude.
That's a foul right there.
Blatant foul there by the Yotes.
And that's going to be a yellow card, of course.
Can I call you back at this?
Not sure what they're going to call here. And who is that down here for the Blue Jays? Do you know?
Yeah, that's number 3, Denis Chacon, the left back, out of Spain. That was a dangerous kick, honestly.
Yeah.
He was running really fast for the cornerback.
And it was a good opportunity for the Blue Jays too. I mean, it definitely stopped.
Yeah, I think it was an intentional foul. I mean, you know, sometimes the players have to sacrifice themselves and get a yellow card. But it's either that or getting scored a goal.
Yeah. Did he give him a yellow?
I don't think so. I think it was just a warning.
Yeah.
But it should have been a yellow card, honestly.
So the Yotes going to make a wall here. Blue Jays going to have a free kick here with 49 seconds to go.
I think he's going to shoot.
So the Coyote keeper going to come up with it here. Seconds to play here in the first half. Yotes looking for one more opportunity here against the Blue Jays. And big rip downfield. A lot of white jerseys here. Charlie going to find a way to head it to Paul. Paul going to work a pass there to Jude. Jude going to find his way, try to beat him, beat the keeper there. Keeper beats it and rips it. Clear ball. Coach Hoffa showing the athleticism down there again.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so your first half here is going to come to an end, and it's 0-0. And Albin, what do you have to say about what we've seen so far?
As I said before, there's not a dominant team so far. They're both finding ways to play the ball forward. They both have had chances to score, but unfortunately, they haven't had the chance to capitalize and score. But I'd say it's a strong game for both teams.
Yeah.
They both need to keep working hard, find the gaps, and do their best.
Right. And I feel like both teams have definitely found out like a lot of information. No one scored, but now each team knows a lot about how the other team's playing. And maybe finding, going to talk at half about maybe some openings that they see. And that's how, this game turns into, it's a super physical game, but it's also chess, not checkered. So we're going to see what these coaches go and talk to their teams about here at half and see what we come back with here in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. I would say they were both gathering information from each other.
Yeah.
Now that they know how the other team plays, like they can build another strategy for the second half.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's going to be more interesting. They're
Yeah.
going to have more opportunities and hopefully some goals.
Yeah. Cool. So, we will be back for the second half here shortly. So go get a snack, go get a drink, but we will be back shortly, so don't leave us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of this great game tonight in the Joel H. Stadium here in Tabor College.
That first half was sure a lot of fun, Alvin.
Yeah, as I was talking to Josh, like we were saying, none of the teams have been like dominant. It's been a pretty even game. So let's see what this second half has to. Both teams have opportunities to demonstrate what they talk about in the locker room in the halftime, and let's see if they rebuild their strategies according to what they saw in the first half.
Yeah, I think this will be really telling. Just to see how everything shakes out here. I think both teams have had some solid opportunities, and I think at some point we'll see them capitalize on that at some point.
Now it's going to be a goal kick for the Blue Jays. Benjamin Baeza playing with Curing, trying to have some patience and have the possession. Let the coach recover the ball, and that's a good ball for number 7. He couldn't control, and the Blue Jays have the ball now. Good pass for Richard Wigan. Great ball from Pedro Buccini to Dan Davis. He's gonna get across and shoot with the left foot, and that's a save for the goalkeeper. Dan Davis with the ball on the right side. And Pedro fights for the ball. I think it's going to be a foul. I don't know if it was a foul or a handball.
And both teams really fighting right now. Blue Jays trying to make a run of things here.
Goalkeeper with a long ball. Good header from Cooper Taylor. Mother trying to get the ball, but number 7 recovers. And that's going to be a Blue Jay ball. Pedro Buccini trying to control the pace of the game. Playing back with the center backs.
The foul called on the Blue Jays here. You're going to see a free kick awarded to Kansas Wesleyan. And the goalkeeper, Shea Wirt, is going to come out and take that free kick here for the Oats.
Yeah, I can see why he's taking the free kicks. He's got a strong leg. How about the Blue Jays recover the ball? Pedro plays with Queering. Queering with the ball. That's going to be a throw-in for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays playing it and just goes across the far touchline there and out of bounds. That is going to be a Kansas Wesleyan throw here. Blue Jays back in possession here, trying to get things set. Looks like there may be a foul called there on Tabor.
Yeah, he didn't call it at first, but now he's calling the foul. So that's going to be a good opportunity for the Coyotes.
Yeah, free kick coming here for number 11, Seth Flores, the sophomore out of Salina. It's a good look here. Just a little bit too much on that there from Flores. Sails out of bounds. Benha with the short goal kick.
Good switch from Paul. Dan Davis with the ball.
Paul with the short shot there. The easy work there for Shea Wirt.
I think that was meant to be a pass. Maybe.
That's kind of what I was wondering. Like, I feel like maybe he thought there was somebody up there further.
Yeah, I thought he was waiting for Mullet to overlap and get the ball behind the defense.
Because I think that would have been a really solid cross there had Mullet been there.
Yeah, they didn't just understand each other.
But I think they have the right idea there. Throw in coming here for the Yotes.
Good save by Benjamin Baeza. Yeah, we can see in the replay, it was a really good shot. He was tight against the post, but Benja was pretty alert.
Yeah, Benja continues to look great out there.
Great defense by Cooper Taylor. And Janichakon almost got the ball back. But it's out of bounds and it's going to be a throw-in for the Coyotes.
So some scores around the conference right now. York picked up a win on the road at Sterling, 4-0. It's a good result for York. Obviously, we got this match going on right now. Avila is currently down at Southwestern in Winfield. It's 1-0 with 38 minutes left to go in the match. Bethany and Bethel are dead even in Lindsborg right now. 32 minutes left to go in that match. Ottawa's up at home against Evangel, 2-0 right now. 40 minutes left in the half. So quite a bit left to go. And the big one we're watching right now, down in Wichita, Oklahoma Wesleyan is up 1-0 over Friends. 35 minutes left to go in the second half. And that's one where, you know, Friends record-wise, they're a lot better than their record right now. They're a really good ball club, and I think I would be interested to see the result in that one.
Yeah, and I think two games ago, Friends lost against York. We talked before. So York's field is kind of a hard place to play.
Well, and they're just jumping out and shocking people right now.
Yeah.
This is probably the best York team we've seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm. The Blue Jays trying to get some progress here, but they lose the ball.
And yeah, we've talked about just how dead even this match is. And just even with the time of possession, it has been tight the entire match.
Yeah, but it's been only a little bit more of 10 minutes, and I think the intensity is increasing. Both teams are looking forward to scoring a goal in the next few minutes. I think both need it. Especially the Blue Jays that have lost the last 3 games.
Yeah, and I mean, this would be a really big result for both. As we talked about in the women's match, both teams were kind of neck and neck there. And here you look at the clock. Yep. Here you look at the KCAC table here. Kansas Wesleyan in 5th, Tabor in 6th. Kansas Wesleyan 3-0-2 in conference play, Tabor 3-3. And I think it'd be just huge for the Blue Jays to get one here.
Yeah, the result of this game is gonna set the course of the standing in the table.
And these teams, it's always tight when these sides play each other. The fierce battle, a lot
Great
of competition.
save. That's a great save by Benha.
And on that shot was Seth Flores. Flores doing a lot of work up front there for the Coyotes. He's really looking fantastic for that Kansas Wesleyan offense.
Yeah, and I would say the Tabor's defense is doing a good job holding him back, because he's certainly a quality player.
Yeah, and I think that we talk so much about offense, but I think the biggest story in this game has been defense quite a bit. The both save totals for the keepers has been low, and that's yes, you love high save totals, but that means that the ball's getting through your defense a lot. And for Kansas Wesleyan, Shea Wirt with 4 saves, with Tabor Benjamin Baeza with 3. And that's just kind of a testament to how hard your defense is working. Kansas Wesleyan's got 8 total shots. Tabor's got 6. And with some extra numbers there in between the shots and saves, that means your defense is doing a whole lot to stop that from even getting near the keeper. And I think that's huge. Offensive battles are always a lot of fun, but I think it's almost more fun, and you get to see a lot more of the technical and tactical ability in a defensive battle like this.
Yeah, definitely. And although it's been a pretty even match, like both teams are having a great performance when it comes to defense. I would say if it wasn't for the defense, the result would be different.
Yeah, I mean, you take away both sides' back lines, and it's a whole different story. It's a 3-3, 4-3 game.
Muller received the ball in the middle. That's a good ball for Dan Davis.
Yeah, some action over there on that far touchline. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a Coyote throw in here. Subs coming on. First for Tabor, number 32, Enrique Bacchini. And Katama Masakoi, the senior out of Pittsburgh, California, number 16, coming in for the Coyotes.
Throw in for the Blue Jays.
And that's Janice taking the throw. Short little throw right to Mole. Janice working with it. Crosses it up the middle. Blue Jays keeping good control on the ball here in the Coyotes' third of the pitch. Mole, great cross, and it kind of just gets lost in the Coyote defense. But the ball is back with the Blue Jays.
It was a good ball from Molly, but nobody was in the area, in the box, to finish it. That's going to be a counter attack. The Coyotes.
And on a play like that, those are times you need to capitalize on.
Yeah. Especially when your defense is not that together, and we have a lot of gaps in the middle. So it's either score and capitalize the opportunities or get scored on. Thanks God they were all together to defend the counter attack. Wow, that was close. I think it was a bicycle kick. It was just a little bit outside. Cooper Taylor with the ball. Ginny's trying to make a through ball, but the midfielders caught the ball. Good defense by Pedro Puccini.
Yeah, Pedro's certainly been a staple in this Blue Jay defense here. Only a freshman, too.
And what do they call? Is that going to be a penalty kick?
Yeah, and the officials are going to go converse with each other. And, you know, I feel like Albin was saying, feel like it probably was looking like it would have been a PK, but Kansas Wesleyan's almost setting up like it's going to be a normal goal kick.
Yeah, it looks like the referee called the penalty kick for the Coyotes.
Brennan Lamont going to take this PK here for the Yotes. And the officials are going to converse again. Going to be a short conversation this time. I tell you what, every single year, this match between these two programs is just neck and neck. There's always a lot of excitement involved.
We see the referee talking to Tabor coach, Half Marines. It looks like he's complaining a little bit about the penalty kick decision. Because in my opinion, the defender was trying to pass the ball to the goalkeeper.
Well, and I mean, the way it looked is that, you know, the defender got run over.
And that's going to be a yellow card for Coach Half Marines for arguing with the ref.
And I mean, we won't talk much about the officials, but I think part of their job is they need to be able to hear the coaches out. And I think that's just, yeah, I don't agree with that, but we won't talk about that too much. And the penalty shot straight through. And that puts the Coyotes on the board 1-0. Hey, let's get that goal on. So 1-0 with 25 minutes left to play.
We have another sub coming in for the Blue Jays, number 11, Jude Jones, who's playing as a striker to see if he can do something for the team and contribute offensively. And now the Blue Jays trying to play forward. At this point, they need to have a strong response to the goal. They need to pick it up and score another goal to tie it up. Jude with the ball.
Ball goes out of bounds. It is going to be a Blue Jay throw for Janice. Gets it out to Mole. Mole along the near side touchline. He's tripped up. Official is going to give it to Tabor.
That's going to be a foul on the Coyotes, and could be another opportunity for the Tabor Blue Jays. These fouls in the left corner is going to be similar to a corner kick.
Yeah, you've got a little bit more to work with here. You're not stretched out so far as with a corner.
Good defense from Ole.
They're going to call a foul there on Mole. Free kick coming for Kansas Wesleyan.
Both pressing. That's a good press. But somehow the Coyotes find a way to get the ball out of the press. And they swing the ball to the left side.
Foul called. I think that's going to be on Janice there. Good save there by Benha. Shot by Brennan Lamont. Remember, Lamont already has the Coyotes' lone goal of the match off that penalty kick.
The ref calls another foul on the Blue Jays.
I'm not completely sure on that one. I mean, I understand you can't let it get too chippy, but at some point you also got to let them play a little bit.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this is a physical contact sport, and the players are doing their best to fight for the ball.
And the Blue Jays get the ball right back on a Coyote foul. That moves the ball back down the pitch. Subs coming in. On for the Blue Jays now is Charlie Stammers. And then number 97, Richard Wiegand.
Now for the Blue Jays, number 8, Charlie Stammers.
Throw in goes almost directly out of bounds. Janice will take the throw here.
Shoot with the ball, holding the ball.
Coyotes on another run here. Beautiful cross, just nobody there to receive it. I think 80% of the time that's a goal there.
Yeah.
That was a textbook beautiful cross there.
Yeah, in most cases all the players go to the second post for the momentum because they're running backwards to defend the ball. And if there's sometimes a player waiting back, he gets the ball, and that's usually a goal. Blue Jays pressing, doing a good job there, and that's going to be a corner kick. Paul Fernandez is going to take the corner kick, the second post. David Montoya almost hits the ball. He missed the ball a little bit. And now it's going to be a goal kick for the Coyotes. Coyotes playing with the goalkeeper. And the Blue Jays managed to recover the ball on the left side. Still attacking. Coming in for the Blue Jays, number 14, Malelwa Avendelwa.
And he's had a really solid game tonight so far.
Yeah, Smalley has done a really good job on both offensively and defensively. I think Hafa took him out to give him a little break, but he's coming back to contribute the team with his quality and physicality. The Coyotes recovering the ball in the midfield, trying to have possession, but still want to play forward. The Blue Jays recover the ball. Cooper Taylor plays with Benjamin. And then trying to be patient, but at the same time they want to play forward. They know they have to score a goal in the next couple minutes. Good press by Mole. Paul with the ball.
Benha picks it up, just rolls it out. Just like he drew it up. Straight to Richard. Janice with the throw straight to Juke Jones.
Good pass by Mole.
Yeah, beautiful pass by Mole straight to Janice Chasson. We've talked about the entire night. It is going to get chippy.
Yeah.
That's just how this match always is.
And at this point, it's hard for both teams to find options. They're struggling a little bit to play forward.
Kaysen Chad back in for the Blue Jays, as well as number 71, Pedro Buccini. Kansas Wesleyan has Mateo Hoyos and Aaron Joseph.
Long throw in, and Charlie Stammers headers the ball. Number 7 with the ball. With a good cross. A good defense blocking the shot. It looks like the ball hit the referee, but they still had the ball, so he didn't stop the play. Summers with the ball. Beautiful pass for Mole. And he scores. What a finish.
Great shot and finish by Mole. Oh my goodness.
Great finishing with the left foot and beautiful pass from Charlie Stammers.
Hey, and you paid for the whole seat, but you are only going to need the edge. Especially for this next 11 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
Folks, we have a game.
It wasn't even a hard shot. It was just really tight against the post, and there's nothing the goalkeeper could do to stop it. Great finishing right there by Mole.
Oh, and we kind of spoke it into existence a little bit, talking about just how well Mole has played in the match so far tonight.
Yeah. Good shot of Hafa and putting Mole in again. And I'm going to tell you this. After this goal, the next couple minutes, these last 10 minutes of the game are going to be really intense.
Yeah, right away, Kansas Wesleyan trying to make a push there. Ball sails out of bounds.
David Montes gonna take the throw in.
Huge break there by the Blue Jays.
That was a good chance.
It ends kind of unceremoniously going out of bounds off the back touchline. It is going to be a corner kick, though.
And it's going to be a good opportunity, especially since they just scored. They're hyped up and they want to score the second goal before the game's over.
Yeah, Enrique Buccini on the corner here.
Good
Beautiful cross. Punched out by Shea Wirt. Great awareness there by the Coyotes keeper.
Oh, what a ball. What a save from Benjamin Baeza. They managed to get the ball away and release the pressure right there.
Well, and throughout this season, we've talked so much about Benjamin Baeza and, you know, the way that he can play and move around. He's not just a keeper. You know, functionally he's an athlete that can play anywhere on the pitch. And, you know, you see his speed and the way he just sprinted out after that. You know, sometimes you have some fast keepers, but you don't have keepers that fast that often.
Yeah, he's really agile, and also he's a leader on the pitch. Like, he always encourages players and motivates them to give their best on the field.
Just under 10 minutes left in the match here. Beautiful save by Benha.
Great switch by Janice Chacon. Charlie Summers with the ball. And that's a beautiful pass. And that's another goal! Another goal! And they're celebrating, but it looks like he was offside, apparently, according to the lineman.
No.
That was a beautiful play right there with a good pass for Paul Fernandez, and what a beautiful finishing. But the lineman called, he was offside, so it's not going to be a free kick for the Coyotes. What a shame. It could have been the goal to decide the result of the game.
The officials are going to have a conversation here.
Just 8 minutes left, and the Coyotes are pushing to get another score, another goal for the final score.
Yeah, and I mean, you both sides really need this. Should be a huge decision to be earned.
The ref stopping the game to make another sub, and coming in for the Blue Jays, number 20, Martin Marinakis, the winger from Santiago, Chile. And he gets the ball on the left wing.
Huge chance there by Marinakis. Shea Wert's going to come in and make the save yet again.
Long ball. And Kayson Chad with the header right there. The Coyotes making progress on the right side of the field.
Just about 6 minutes remaining in the match here.
That was another good shot by the Coyotes. And now coming in for the Blue Jays, number 5, Dan Davies, and number 47, Santino Tapia, the midfielder from Panama City. Good block by Santino, intercepts the ball and trying to recover the possession. Good defense by Santino Tapia. And I think it's going to be a corner kick. Yeah, it's going to be a corner kick for the Coyotes. They're bringing a lot of players into the box. A big crowd in the area. Paul Fernando recovered the ball. And he's running on the right side. Trying to get across. The defense blocks it.
Yeah, great defensive effort there by the Coyotes. Pass over to Mole.
Long ball from the Coyotes, but nobody's there to run for the ball. So the Blue Jays have the possession and try to make a good play in the last minutes. Switch for Martin Marinakis. He's trying to get across, but the defense blocks it.
Goal kick coming here for Shea Wirt and the Coyotes.
And the goalkeeper taking his time. I think this is a good result for them as the visitors. If the score remains like this, I think the KCC board is going to stay the same. So they're going to be ahead of us, ahead of the Blue Jays. On the 5th stand.
And Coyotes there with the go-ahead goal. Big goal there for Kansas Wesleyan. And that's one they needed badly.
Yeah, that's what I said. In the last minutes, this game would turn into a really intense game. And I mean, it could be for anyone because the Blue Jays were attacking too.
And Brennan Lamont is 1 goal short of a hat trick on the evening.
Long ball for Marinakis on the left side.
Blue Jays looking for the equalizer here. Goes out of bounds off of the Coyotes.
That's a foul, and that should be a yellow card for sure. He didn't go for the ball. He went straight to the player.
And that's going to be a red.
Yeah, we can see in the replay there. The Coyotes player didn't go for the ball. He wasn't even close to touch the ball. He went straight for Marinakis. And it looked like he got hurt on his ribs. So this could be the last chance for the Blue Jays to equalize the game. Paul Fernandez is going to take the free kick. And it's going to be a counter attack, 2v1. It's going to be a throw in for the Coyotes after a wrong throw in, I think.
Now the guys are going to Pierre Wiggins.
Just 1 minute remaining. And now the Blue Jays are going. Oh, it looks like the ref called the wrong throw in. It's going to be a throw in for the Coyotes now. Only 50 seconds remaining.
Ball out of bounds. It is going to be a Coyote throw. Less than 20 seconds left to go in the match here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
And the Yotes are going to head home with the 2-1 result. A big result here, and we talked about this was going to be important for both sides.
Yeah, and both teams needed to win this so bad. But it is what it is. Soccer, I mean, the ball is round. It could be for any team. Both teams had chances to score and capitalize. This time it was for the Coyotes. And well, let's see. We hope the Blue Jays have a good recovery from this game and they can keep going and start winning from now on because they needed to.
Yeah, it was a solid match by both sides. Plenty of excitement here.
Yeah, especially after the Tabor goal. The game turned into a really intense match after that, and both teams wanted to score.
So Kansas Wesleyan with 17 total shots, 10 shots on goal. Tabor with 9 total shots and 7 shots on goal. Look at the goalkeeper stats. Shea Wirt for Kansas Wesleyan with 6 saves. Benjamin Baeza with 8 saves. And it is a big, big result for Kansas Wesleyan tonight. But for Alvin Gonzalez, I'm Nate Howard, and we really enjoyed being with you tonight for this match, and we will look ahead to the next time. Blue Jays will be back here homecoming weekend. to take on Avila University. So that should be a big match. They're at Southwestern this weekend. So, but we'll see you next time, and God bless.